Okay, so now what we are going to do, so here we are going to configure the OAuth selectors. Okay, we'll complete the OAuth selectors actually, and then we can go for the other adapters. Okay, so now like we already saw the SAML selectors, right? Similarly, there are like OAuth selectors also available, like the SAML selector, connection set, authentication selector we have seen, right? Like I mean differentiating based on the connections, right? The SAML connection. The same kind of selector which is also available in the OAuth basically. Okay. So the same kind of a configuration which is also available in the OAuth. Okay, like I mean to differentiate the client ID basically. That is known as the OAuth client set selector basically. Okay, so SAML connection in order to differentiate it. So like we can add the SAML connection into the selector, right? If you try to access that application, okay, if that connection is there in the selector, then it will take it as a yes option. If the application is not there in the selector, it will take it as a no option, right? Similarly, the client ID we are creating, right? The authentication code grant type, the client ID, client underscore auth, client underscore implicit, like that we have created, right? So we can able to add that client ID into the selector. If we try to access that client ID means it will take it as a yes option in the policy. Okay, the client ID which is not there in the selector, it will take it as a no option in the policy actually. Okay, so that is the OAuth client set selector. And then like in SAML, we have seen one selector called query parameter selector, right? Differentiating
Yes.
user type is equal to admin, user type is equal to normal, right? The same query parameter which is also available in the OAuth actually. Okay, the same kind of same kind of a parameter, the same kind of a use case. Okay, so here ACR, we can call this as a ACR selector or authentication context request parameter selector, or we can also call this as a query parameter selector for OAuth actually. ACR actually.
Okay.
ACR, authentication context request parameter selector, or query parameter selector for the OAuth. Okay, and other one, the next one is that is known as the OAuth scope selector. Like if you're passing email address means it will take it as one adapter. Okay, if you're not, I mean, if you add one scope in the selector, and if you add that scope in the connection means, then that scope is there means it will take it as a yes option in policy. If you're not adding that scope in the policy means it will in the connection means it will take it as a no option. What scope actually, that is like I mean that is the least use case. I mean there is no use case basically, but I mean the selector is available. And there is one final one that is known as the extended property selector. So this is like a universal selector, but even like whatever we are seeing, right, this is also not that much useful actually, but we can see that extended property selector. Okay, so yeah, let's see this one. First of all, what is that? OAuth client set selector, right? So let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so create a new instance here. Okay, first of all, OAuth client set selector. So and also, right, okay, whatever the selector we are using it for OAuth, right, it will be working only for the authentication code grant type and then the implicit actually. Okay, other grant types it won't work actually. Okay, we know, right? Refresh token is not a direct grant type. Okay, the ROPC no adapter, client credential no user authentication, right? So these
Only
are
for
all,
user tokens.
yes, only for the authentication code grant type. Okay, and then the implicit where authentication is occurring, right? That OAuth client set selector. Yeah, click on next. Oh, I think, can you remove the underscore in the instance ID? Okay, so here you can add the client ID here. Okay, like how we are adding the SAML connection, right? The same way. Okay, you can add the client underscore auth actually. Update. Okay, for yes option, you can choose one adapter. For no option, you can choose the another adapter actually. Okay, yeah, click on next. Only one is fine because we are having only two client ID, right? Save it. Now let's go to the policy and create a policy there. Okay, so here OAuth client set selector, right? So choose the client set selector. Okay, yeah, scroll down. Yeah, so for the no option, right? Maybe for no option you can choose the HTTP. For S option you can choose the yeah, HTML. For success is policy contract, right? Yeah, choose the policy contract. Yeah, in the drop down. Yeah, okay. So here in the drop down you are seeing one local identity profile, right? In the drop down, okay, you are seeing the local ID adapters, we have seen selectors, we have seen, right? So here, no, in the drop down itself, there is one local identity profile, one option will be there. No, no, in the drop down itself, you're choosing the policy content, right? In that drop down, you're seeing the local identity profile, right? That we will see it actually. Okay, so that one we will see it in the ping directory as a LDAP actually. Okay, so when you are going to once you complete the ping for it, right, we will discuss in the ping directory one actually. Okay, yeah. Okay, so choose the adapter and then the username. Okay, the same settings actually. Click on next, and save it. Okay, yeah. Scroll down. Can you do the same thing for the HTML adapter? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Click on next. Source as adapter and then username. Click on next, and then save it. Yeah. Okay, scroll down and click on done.
So, which means if it is an authorization code granted, we will get the
Mhm.
form login. If it is an implicit, it should be
Yes,
the.
basic adapter. Yeah.
Okay.
Scroll down.
But
Yeah.
for implicit, like how this gonna be trigger?
I
Because we
mean,
don't
every
have.
time, no, you need to move this policy to the number one actually. Okay. So you need to move the policy to above that, like CIDR, right? Then it will go
Hmm.
inside that, the what configuration, it will go inside this one. And then it will check,
Hmm.
okay, it's not there. Then it will go to the, I mean, implicit is going to the OAuth selector. It's not there. So it is going to the no option actually. Yeah.
But that is
Okay.
actually not required, right?
No, no. I mean,
Because.
definitely it will go actually because this OAuth client set selected. It is used for an to differentiate the SAML and basically it's not. I mean, the no option. It will be we will be giving the continue only. Why? Because I mean we will be adding the all the OAuth client ID into the like I mean OAuth selector only. Okay, so we are not
Hmm.
going to left out anything. This is used to differentiate the SAML or OAuth actually. We are going to differentiate whether it is a SAML or OAuth configuration actually. Okay, so that is why we are going to use the OAuth client set selector. Okay, so then we will be like, I mean, after that, and we are having the connection set selector, right, for the SAML. So that is what. So one policy for OAuth, one policy for the SAML.
Okay.
So here,
No,
no, for
my
no
point
option,
is,
no, no, that's
yeah,
fine. Yeah, for no option, if you put the, like, I mean, continue, right, it will go to the next policy actually.
where we should mention continue here, Vinay.
In the no, right, instead of adapter, just in the cancel that HTTP basic adapter. No, no. In the HTTP basic adapter, cross click on the cross. Yeah. In the drop down, choose continue there. Yeah. If you could see, right? That's all. So it will go to the next policy actually.
Next policy.
Yes, exactly. So it won't go
Okay.
here. It will go to the next policy. So if you are configuring the SAML as the next policy, then it will go there.
But
Or
like
even in,
whatever the what, yeah, but
mm,
whatever the what client enable for this client set should only trigger this stuff,
yes,
right?
exactly. If you didn't add any client ID here, not in here means then it won't work actually. So it won't. It will go to the next policy, and then if there is no policy for what, it will get failed. Okay, I mean, anyways, it will go for a universal policy. If there is anything mixed, it will go that one actually.
Okay. But what is the best practice?
Best
We
practice
should
to
be have
identify whether it is the OAuth configuration. For OAuth configuration, we will be having separate policy actually. You can put that OAuth configuration at anywhere in your policy actually, and use that selector actually. So you can add all the OAuth client ID here into the selector, and then for yes option, choose whatever you want to choose it, right? According to the
mm,
condition, you can trigger it. Okay, for no option, you can simply click on the continue. Continue means it will go to the next policy. So if there is no OAuth client ID, if it is a SAML means it will go directly to the next step actually, next policy.
because then this is the expected, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
But now if we enable the HTTP basic,
yeah.
if
For no
I
option,
add,
yeah.
yeah,
For no option, you
so
will be getting the HTTP basic adapter. Yeah,
because just for demonstrating purpose, we are adding it, but there is no use,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, there is no
Oh,
use actually. Yeah.
okay.
If you want, there will be a use. If the, for example, let's say like there are certain kind of application, so they are asking for, okay, hey, we are having 5 client ID for our configuration actually. Okay, so 5 client ID, in that they are asking 2 client ID, we need one kind of an adapter. For another 3 client ID, they are asking for another adapter, means we can able to change it actually. Yeah.
Okay. So those whatever which should be left out should be
in a no policy.
trigger the no
Mhm,
policy. Okay.
mhm. Scroll down, click on done. Okay, can you move the policy above that? Yeah, you are in a OAuth, right? Can you move it to the above CIDR?
But
Because
we are
CIDR is
using policy contract, right? Then why we
no
should move?
CIDR is also using the policy one, right? The same policy contract.
In that case, like how do we manage? Is this the only option?
Yeah, yeah, I mean, if you are using the same policy contract, means it will be you need to move the policies actually. Yeah. So that is what in real time we will be using a separate policy contracts actually. So whenever it is required, we will be generating the separate policy contract so that you don't need to do the change at the policy level actually. No, you don't need to move it. Okay, save it. I mean, you don't need to move it that much actually. Only CIDR policy is the one, right? Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Anyway,
okay.
that's
We
fine.
can just keep it. Okay,
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it.
Okay. Now can you try to access the authentication code granted with the PKC method? Okay. Yeah. No, you don't need to go to that much actually. Okay. You got the login
Yeah,
screen, right? That's all. Whether it is
yeah,
triggering
yeah.
the exact adapter or not. That's enough actually. Okay. So now can you copy that implicit and then put it right? I think it will, the session is there now. So can you try it in
Mm.
the encounter window? Okay, so next selector, it's the OAuth, that is the ACR selector, right? Authentication context request parameter selector, actually. Okay, so that is the same thing. Like, the only difference in the SAML query parameter and then the OAuth query parameter selector, right? In SAML query parameter, you need to provide the query parameter, right? User type like that, the parameter name you need to give it, right? So here for OAuth, right, you don't need to specify it because the query parameter it's a syntax actually. Okay, ACR underscore values actually. Okay, so that parameter will be acting as a variable name called ACR underscore values actually. Okay, so that in the URL and all, right? At the URL, they will be appended this query parameter as ACR underscore values is equal to admin or ACR underscore values is equal to normal like that actually. Okay. Yeah. It's values actually. Everything in lowercase only. Values in plural. The same use case which we have discussed for the request parameter, right? The same thing actually. Okay. Okay. Can you go back to the authentication and then you can add the selectors? So here authentication context. Yeah. You can put simply ACR actually. That's also enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but these are all not that much important selector actually. So we never use this kind of selectors. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, request authn, right? It's there. Requested authn context selector. Yeah. Click on next. Okay, so now here click on next. Yeah. So the query parameter in SAML selector you have given, but here you don't need to give it actually because it's already there. ACR underscore values. Yeah. So here the values you can able to give admin or normal, right? Like that you can give it actually. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
But what is this, Vinay? Like enable no match, not in
No match
request.
means, for example, if you're passing like any other match, right? For example, let's say, right, if you're passing ASR underscore values is equal to instead of admin or read on normal means you're passing any other values means you can put no match actually.
Okay.
Okay, if it is a
Not
not in
in.
request means you're not passing it means that is also you can trigger another adapter also actually, or you can also give the continue. It will go to the next. Anyways, you're going it will go to the next policy only if you're not giving the ACR underscore values not in request. You don't need to specify that one also actually. Yeah,
It's actually meant the value for ACR, and this actually meant the ACR underscore value itself is
it's
missing in the
not there.
request to
Yeah,
call.
it's not there in the. If it is not there, anyways, it is going to the next policy only. But yeah, okay.
So policy is concerned, like all the policies will get executed whenever
In
the request
policy,
comes.
whenever the request comes, it will start from the first policy actually. Okay, so whenever the policy contract, wherever it is there, right? So till that policy, it will get executed, it will get fail actually. Okay, so for example, if the policy contract number one, right, you are using that one means it will, if you're giving it as a fifth option means it will go to the first policy getting fail. Okay, policy contract number one is not there. Okay, so here policy contract number one is there in the top itself, so that will get executed actually. Okay, so if you're putting that policy contract, I mean, if you're putting the policy contract is there in fifth option means, then it will go to the first policy getting failed, second policy failed, third policy failed, fourth policy failed, and then fifth policy only it is having the policy contract, right? Then it will get execute that one actually. Yeah. But anyways, in ping ferret, even if it is a OAuth or like SAML connection, it will start from the first policy only. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now can you go back and let's create another policies? Okay, so here we are creating a lot of policies actually. Okay, so make sure, like, I mean, you are in production, right? Make sure you are having one general policy for the SAML, one general policy for the OAuth actually. Okay, yeah. So make sure most of the applications are using that one actually. Okay, okay, yes. Failure is done. Success is policy contract, and then choose the same thing. Yeah.
But this is not required only when there is a chain of
No, no.
adapter we are
Only
supposed
in
to
the
configure.
chain, in the next adapter it is configured, right? The MF adapter.
Mm.
Only for the MF
Mm.
adapter is required.
Okay.
Contract mapping. Yes.
No, this
Okay.
is done.
Yeah, this is done. Click on done. Yeah. No, no. Can you click on that ACR policy one more time? Scroll down. Oh, no. You need to. Only you did only the admin. You didn't
Mm.
add that normal. Can you add one more actually? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yes. The same configurations only. Yeah. Contract mapping. Okay. The same thing. Yeah. It's correct only. Click on done and can you move the policy? No, you need to move it above that client set selector. Yeah. Okay. That's done. Okay. Now can you, I mean, even you can take one endpoint actually and then add the, like, upon the query parameter the same way, right? No, no. You already, I mean, it's already there, the question mark. You need to add the ampersand only because if you could see, right?
Mm.
If the query
Yeah,
parameter is
yeah, yeah.
already there, like you are
Yeah.
going to give another condition. That's all. So that means ampersand. Okay. It's not a or symbol. It's a ampersand because we need to select all the configurations, right? So that's why. ACR underscore values is equal to admin. Okay, I think this configuration is already there. Sorry, the session. Paste it. Yeah. Okay, got it.
All
The same URL there. Can you change it to the?
right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, got it. No, I think why the session is automatically taken.
But even though it is an incognito window,
Oh, maybe if there is any other incognito window which is already having the session.
yeah,
No,
it
it's
should
already
be.
there. Taking that. It's implicit, right?
Mm.
Okay. Can you close that one? Can you check if there is any other? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Can you try it here itself? Can you try? Oh, okay. That's fine. Based on the what scope, right? Whatever the scope we are adding it in the client area, right? Okay, so for example, can you go back to the selectors there? Yeah. Okay, create a new instance. Okay, what scope selector? Okay. Yeah. Click on next. Okay, so choose the you can put, if you put OpenID here, right? Then if you put scope is equal to OpenID, it will take it as a yes option actually. Okay, so if you put both of them, it will expect both of them in the in the
Auth
API call
client.
actually. Okay, yeah. So click on next.
Is it in the API call or in the OAuth client?
No, no, in the API call actually, they need to pass it. Scope is
Okay.
equal to OpenID like that. So if you're passing scope is equal to email, it won't work. It will take it as a no option in the policy. No, no, you need to set up a policy. Yeah. So these are all not that much. I mean, there is no use case and all actually. I mean, how we can able to, check
Okay.
what is the use case for this one, right? Basically,
Yeah.
not that much required actually. Even for the ACR policy, right? I mean, ACR select also, there is only one use case in order to connect to the ping access and then the ping federate, right? So that is the only selector will be used actually. ACR selector. Okay. If you are using only the ping federate, not that much configuration will be there for the ACR. But if it is connecting from ping access to ping federate, that is the only selector is mandatory basically. Yeah. So click on
So
done.
here if I pass profile, it should do the HTML form. If I
No,
don't pass, it should
yeah,
trigger
that
the
is the
basic.
OpenID. Yeah, if you are passing the scope is equal to OpenID, then it will take it as a yes option. If you are passing the
Okay.
scope is equal to email or nothing value means it will take it as a no option.
Okay.
Hmm. Click on next, and then done. Yeah. Scroll down, click on done. Yeah. Can you move the policy? Okay. Yeah. Now OpenID, just copy and paste it there in the browser.
Scope is equal to OpenID.
No, no, not there. In the client ID, whenever you restrict it, right? Can you click on that client is equal to auth?
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, correct.
Okay. Can you check both of them? Yeah. Because for
But
testing
is
purpose,
it
right? No, no, just
if
check for them. Sorry?
if I still have it in the OpenID,
Yeah, that
will it
won't
not
work.
work?
That's not, it won't give a problem.
It won't give a problem, right?
No, no, no. Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, I should not check. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me
Or
just.
else just don't check it actually. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just stated OpenID scope is equal to OpenID. Let's see. Oh, no, I think it's already taking the
Ah,
session
it is
actually.
still
Can,
there. Oh, okay. It's
no, no,
still
not
showing
here
OpenID.
actually. No, no, that is fine. But yeah, I just want to check
Changes are
the
not reflected. OAuth client.
no, no, this is fine. You can just, this is like after the authentication actually. Can you go back? Already chosen the OpenID, right?
Yeah, yeah. I have given OpenID here.
Okay, now if you could
Oh
see
God.
scope is equal to OpenID, right? Now can you, in the
Yeah.
same thing, scope is equal to email, put it there? Yeah. And then try it. It will trigger a different adapter. Yeah. So that was taking the existing one, so you can leave it. Okay, so you just have to, when you're doing some changes, you need to start from the fresh one actually. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, you can able to see the difference, right? Like a external property. This is like a one of the, the most useless selector in the ping parade. Actually, I would say. It will work for both of them actually, SAML and OAuth. But the thing is that, right? Sorry, but we never find any kind of use case for this actually extended property. No, no. Before that, sorry guys. Yeah, still.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm having
No
some
problem.
bit of a throat problem actually.
Put infection.
Yeah. Can you go to the system? Yeah. Yeah. So here in the external property, right? Can you click on that external property? So here you need to add some external property. Maybe we can add some property value like, we can add the same admin and tester here actually. Yeah. So we can add the admin and tester. Okay. Yeah, add it. Now can you go to the OAuth client ID? Yeah, for client underscore auth, right? You can add the external properties equal to admin. No, in the top. Can you go to the top? Okay, okay. Can you go back to that? No, no. Can you go back to the system? The external property again? Delete both of them actually. Just put the parameter user type actually. Yeah. hmm hmm Now can you go back to the OAuth client ID? Yeah. So in the top, right? No, no. Go to the top. External properties there, no? Click on that one. Okay. For user type, choose admin here, and then for implicit grant type, choose the tester there actually. Yeah. And save it. Yeah. Based on this, we can also differentiate it actually. Yeah, okay. Add it and then save it. Now can you go back to the selector and then external property selector, choose the external property, and then for the parameter value we can give, yes, the user type, na? Okay, we can put and the value admin and tester. The same use case how the query parameter, but this is for a two different client IDs we can add it actually. Okay, click on next. No, click on next. Yeah. So here you can choose the admin and test the same value which we add for the query parameter, right? It's like similar to the query parameter selector, but little bit some differences actually.
So in that case, we can just add one role to
Sorry.
the OAuth client.
Exactly. Only one role you can add. You cannot add two more than one actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is like one of the restriction. But the thing is that it's like, I mean, there is no that much use case available for the external property. Like the use case which you have seen for the like HTTP request parameter or like a ACR select, right? That those two are different actually. Okay, but this one is totally different. Okay, yeah. Can you click on the policies? Let's create a policy. Okay, scroll down. You're understanding, right? The concept.
Yes, Vinay.
Yeah, yeah. It's a simple one only. Okay, no, nothing much. Okay, so now choose admin for some adapter, and then for normal. Oh, sorry, tester. You can choose the another adapter. Okay, yeah, username. Click on next, next, and then done. Yeah, that's all. Okay, yeah. Can you move the policy to the? Yep. Okay. Yeah. Now try the authentication code granted without the query parameter, and then try it.
But even this will also will get triggered, right?
Sorry. Yeah, that one also it won't work actually
Because
because
the
you
priority
move the
would be
policy.
the
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Okay. Yeah. Again, try the open another tab and try the implicit there. Yeah. Yeah. So it will trigger another set of adapters. So this is known as the okay external property selector. Okay. So understood the concepts of policy selectors and adapters, right? All good.
Yes, madam.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. So this is known as the adapters, policies, and selectors. Okay, the SAML connections and in the OAuth configurations. Okay, so we have seen the issuance criteria and then the certificate. We have seen that SMTP server settings actually forgot password, reset password, change password, and all right. And then username recovery we have seen. Okay, issuance criteria, original expressions, and then the customizations of the HTML form adapter. Okay, like UID plus mail address authentication. Okay, and then we have seen the SSO federated single sign-on. SAML, OAuth, the LDAP operations we have seen right for the ping directory. Right, all good till now. Everything is good.
Yes, madam.
Yeah. Now the next one you said how to enable the authentication API, right? So first of all,
Yeah.
let's go into the first of all let's enable only the API today. Tomorrow we will see it in elaborate manner. Okay, so tomorrow we'll see the authentication API and then as well as the uh, like admin APIs, both of them actually. It's like small topic only. Okay, just we can go through that one, how we can able to create the flow ID and all. Yeah, so can you go to the authentication in the left hand side integration? Yeah. So here authentication API applications. Yeah. Okay. So now create check that enable authentication API. Okay. Yeah. Enable API Explorer. Okay. Everything is good. Scroll down, add authentication application. Okay. So give some name for this. Put API and all actually. Yeah.
But why it is required, Vinay, the authentication API?
No, no. You need to enable. You need to enable the ping federate as an API methodology, right? Yeah. So that's why we are enabling this one actually. So for
No, I've
example,
seen this, but not sure like what is the use case.
no, the use case. If you are using the HTML form adapter as a like normal adapter, right? The login screen you are
Mm.
throwing it actually. So same
Mm.
the authenticate there is an API available for the HTML adapter actually. So you can able to do the in the backend method actually, not in the front end method. Okay. So front end they can use any kind of a login screen they want, whatever they can able to use it actually. Okay. Then they can pass the username and password in the API call. Okay, and then the HTML adapter will validate it actually. So we can able to use that one. Okay, not throwing the login screen by ourselves actually. Okay, the same kind of a OAuth configuration only. The OAuth configuration all will stay the same actually. Okay, whenever they are
Okay.
triggering, right? Okay, instead of
Mm.
throwing the login screen to us for the authentication code grant type. Okay, so anyways we are going to trigger the adapter, right? So that triggering the adapter, we are not going to trigger it by ourselves. They are going to trigger the adapter through the API call actually, through the endpoint. Okay, like to the endpoint, like for how they are creating the OAuth API, right? Like
Mm.
authentication.oauth to that. Similarly, there is a endpoint available for the HTML adapter to check the username and password. To get the username and password, there is one API. To check whether to check the correct username and password, that is one API is available actually. Okay, so there are two APIs to verify it actually. That we will see it actually. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So to enable those things, right? By default, it won't work actually. Okay, so you need to enable it actually. Okay, so to enable it, we are going to enable the authentication API. Okay, so this is not that much use cases are available because it's not that much secured also. Okay, why? Because we are asking them to pass the username and password in the API, right? Obviously, we already saw the same thing. The same procedure we have seen it in the ROPs, right? This same thing here, but in a different manner actually. Okay, that is the only difference. Okay, yeah, this authentication API is also only working for the OAuth configuration, not for the SAML. It won't work for the SAML because we know, right? SAML is a restricted one. We cannot
Protected.
use it for the
Seven.
SAML process actually. Okay, but this is like little bit some interesting actually. Okay, let's see that. Okay,
So which
the
means
URL
we don't see the login screen at all for when we enable the
exactly.
authentication API.
And it's not only for the
Okay.
HTML adapter. It's for a different adapters. Okay, the you can also reset the password and all. Okay, different use cases. Okay, it's not only for that one purpose actually. Okay, yeah.
Mm.
Okay, one of the example I have given you. Okay, yeah. So the URL will be the endpoint is. Can you copy that your ping federate hostname https colon double slash niche? Yeah. No, no, not that one. Just copy up to 9031 slash pf hyphen ws. Okay, so for me it's like it's like memorized for me actually. So yeah, slash authn slash explorer. Okay, yeah. Now the allowed origin, right? You just copy the same up to 9031 and put it in the allowed origin. Remove that pf and I'll remove the slash, add it. Yeah. Okay, that's all. Now save it. Yeah.
Clients.
No, that one we don't need to manage it here. We can directly enable it in the OAuth clients actually. Okay. Yeah. So now choose the yeah, save it now here. Yeah. Now the click on the API application there. Okay. Can you copy that? Yeah. Click on that one. Copy that URL which you have which you have created and put it. Open another tab. Put it in the browser. Okay. So this is just a document. You can able to use it actually. So scroll down. Scroll down to the bottom. No, why it is not showing anything? Oh, is there any change happened? Scroll to the top a little bit. Yeah. Can you just click on the what is ping federal authentication API? Yeah. So can you download the Postman collection? We will download it in the Postman actually. We don't want to do it here. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Can you go back to the Postman and then import this one? Don't import it in this collection. Import it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think it will
In
import it in
collection.
a different collection only. Yeah. Oh, no, it's loading, loading. Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay. So now if you could see, right? Okay, it is there for the all the adapters actually. Okay, but only for the adapter configuration and all. Yeah. So here we will be seeing this one. Okay, in a little bit. Okay, we will test this one tomorrow. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, in the get current state, right? Expand that one. So first of all, every time we need to start from the get flow ID. Okay. So when you are hitting right, can you go back to the browser? Okay. Can you hit that your ping federal any authentication code grant of any URL there? So first of all, it will generate you the flow ID in the browser itself. We can able to see it. No, no, no. Wait, wait. If you could see, right? No, no, it's there now. Before resume, there is one. No, no, in the top right. If you could see, that is your flow ID actually. Okay. So first of all, before authentication, it will get the flow ID. Okay. So that is what you need to get the flow ID first. Okay. So once you get the flow ID, right? Okay. Then can you go back to the Postman? So that is what this is the get flow ID, right? This is the one actually. Okay. So this one is used to get the flow ID. That URL we will be doing it actually. Okay. So that is what the URL you mentioned, right? If you go back to that one,
Mhm.
can you go back that OAuth endpoint, right? Which you did actually. The OAuth endpoint that client underscore authorization code grant, right? That one that you have copy pasted, right? That is the one actually.
This one. This one.
Yes, this is the one actually. This one is used to get the flow ID. Once you get the flow ID, okay, you can go back to that. Yeah, can you go back to the Postman? So once you just try to hit it. Let's see. Yeah, paste it there. No, no, not this one. No, we need to enable that flow ID there also actually. No, no, it's a get method only. Just try to send it. It should have to show one error actually. It's not enabled. Now, why it is giving the body and all actually? That's weird. Can you put it as a post method? Yeah, it's authentication code grantable. It should have to create the. Okay, anyway, that's fine. We didn't yet. Okay, sorry. We need to get the like. I mean, we need to enable the API in the. We need to enable it in the client ID also actually. Okay, so it is taking generally. Okay, so that's fine. That we will see it. Yeah. So once we get the client ID, sorry, once we get the flow ID, then we can able to check the username and password required, right? So that will be getting the username and password. Then like action that is the next ID HTML adapter which is used to get the username and password. Then it will trigger the what is that? We can able to verify the username and password. Then it will give the access token for you. Okay. Yeah.